Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We are looking at about 55 for the high, mix of sun and clouds, not bad. It could be a touch of rain later into the early morning, but I mean overall we're okay. 55 or so, Cande. Okay?
Yeah, I'd like it a little warmer. Can you talk to Mother Nature? Maybe she could turn up the thermostat.
Yeah, I'll see what I can make happen for you. I am sorry if that doesn't work out.
Thank you.
Your evening was okay, Cande?
It was very good. I cooked dinner. I had brown rice and chicken and broccoli. And I feel good.
The phone. Wait a minute. Did I subliminally inspire you? Do you know that that's what Dana made a pot of 2 days ago?
No, you didn't talk about that.
Okay, so this is how it began, and then I want to hear how you did it. So Leah was coming back from Virginia, and her school trip last week and over the weekend, and she texted and said, "Can Mom make dinner? Can she have?" I said, "Okay, what do you want?" She said, "Rice, chicken, and broccoli." So I go out and I get rice, chicken, and broccoli, and Dana said, "Get brown rice." So, and then she made a whole kind of, not with teriyaki sauce. She used other seasoning. I'm not sure what, but like a paprika type of thing. And she made a whole pot, and we have in the fridge. We've been eating it for a couple of days. Rice, chicken, and broccoli.
I love that. Well, I cut mine into little pieces. I had some chicken tenders.
That's what she does.
And then I marinated it with a little teriyaki, a little chili paste, other seasonings, so it's a little spicy, a little rice vinegar. Let that marinate. Then I sauteed that, added the broccoli, made the brown rice on the side. Hello, healthy meal.
Now, the big question, how did Brian like it?
He's always complaining he doesn't want to eat chicken. I said, well, then don't eat it. I don't know. I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to take over healthy meals in this house. And he ate it. He said, you know what, it's pretty good.
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
Every time he fights against something and then tries it, he seems to like it,
Yes, like the night before, I saw a recipe on Instagram for you take your asparagus and you put a little oil seasoning, however you want it, on a roasting pan, and then you top it with an egg or two. You put it in the oven. And that's what we had for dinner the other night with a couple of slices of bacon. We had breakfast for dinner. It was really good, and he was balking at it. You know what? He really liked it.
He's like the old Life cereal commercial with Mikey. Oh, Mikey likes it.
Even he, over the weekend, labored to make stuffed cabbage, which is very labor-intensive. Mm-hmm. He didn't even like it. He said he did this wrong. He criticizes himself, which makes it okay. You understand?
Yeah, I get that. Now, I also like stuffed cabbage, but we don't even attempt that. I usually get stuffed cabbage at meat farms. They have really good pre-made stuffed cabbage.
Do they? It's hard to find good stuffed cabbage. My mother made wonderful stuffed cabbage. I've never attempted it. It's too labor-intensive for lazy old me. His was actually really good, but he was complaining. I think he overworked the meat. He said he cooked it too long. I don't think that makes the meat tough. Thank you.
Now, I will get the stuffed cabbage and then like cut it in half, like cut it open in the middle, put it in the microwave, and then after it gets heated up, I'll chop it up a bunch, right, so it's easier to eat, and I'll cut the cabbage up and stuff, and then I'll pour a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top.
Yes. That's good on anything.
Yeah, Parmesan cheese goes on anything.
Anything.
Absolutely. You know what else I did? So she made, as I told you, Dana made the chicken, rice, and broccoli. And after a day or two, I'm like, I need to switch it up a little bit. So I went to the supermarket and I got a low-sodium soy sauce. And not a lot, because even the low sodium has a lot of salt. Just sprinkle a little soy sauce in the dish, mix it around, and it changes the whole flavor. Love it.
It does. I'm a big flavor of all the, the Asian flavors when I'm doing chicken like that. I love it. And you don't have to add any salt at all, because you're right. Once you add those, the teriyaki or whatever, you have enough salt in there. So no salt added. Was really good, and too bad there's no leftovers.
Yeah, we should go working for the cooking channel, the Food Network or something.
I agree. At this stage, I would just say, you get my cabbage ready for stuffed cabbage, thank you. You,
Mm.
you mix this for me. I'll just order everyone around, which is really my life's goal.
Yes. Now, I told you about this, right? I told my years ago. I had an idea. My father-in-law and mother-in-law should do like a trial reality show and send the videotape to networks. I bet you someone would buy it. And my idea is it's a half hour. Well, it could be an hour show, whatever. We'll start with a half hour. I don't want to be greedy, Candy.
All right.
And what happens is the two of them go to someone's house, and my father-in-law and the husband go around the house fixing things like, what do you need fixed? And he brings in his tools and he fixes things. Meanwhile, cut the scene. They go to the women, right? Listen, I'm not trying to make this like the 1950s. I'm just saying this is how the show works, okay? The women are in the kitchen, okay? And my mother-in-law and the wife are preparing a meal. And the show goes back and forth. You see the home renovations, you see the meal preparation, and Candy, the last 6 or 7 minutes of the show, they come together at the dinner table and they have the meal, and that's the end of the show. What do you think?
I love it. First of all, the artist known as Tony, he can come to my house anytime. There's always something to fix.
Yes.
We all need a Tony in our lives. That's number one. Then you've got two great chefs. The funny thing about your idea is you do nothing in it.
Oh, I'm the executive producer. I am behind the scenes. I don't want to be on TV.
You say that so matter-of-factly.
But tell me this is not a great idea.
It's a good idea. No, it's a really good idea.
Someone is going to steal it. I'm telling you. And I'm sure it's been done in some fashion.
In some fashion. And then the other thing is, you knock on the door. We're here. We're chefs. We want to cook for you. We'll cook whatever you've got in your, refrigerator. And that was an interesting concept.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they did do that.
They literally go in and just cook whatever's in your fridge.
Correct.
Now, see, the vision I have here is my mother-in-law and the wife will go out to the supermarket, get all the ingredients or whatever, the local farm stand. They come back, they do the preparations, and then my father-in-law's, maybe they got to make a run to Home Depot or something, and they're fixing and building. It's a whole back and forth, and then they discuss the house project over dinner
I
at
think
the
that's
end.
an hour. I think you need an hour-long show for that.
Yeah, but it's a good idea, right?
It is a good idea.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Candy, we have a special song, as always, coming up at 7:30, less than an hour to your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We have a lot of other things on the show as well. Want to discuss with you. Maybe we'll do it at 7:47. What type of driver you are, and do you get it, or did you get it from your parents? And I will tell you all about the story that I'm reading. Yeah, so we'll get it. Think about that for a moment. We're gonna get up to about 55, mix of sun and clouds. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.